Ese es el último evento de esa parte de la misión. Y ahora vamos por el siguiente evento, que es la siguiente misión, que es con Ay, me gustaría esperarme un poquito. Vamos a ver. Tienda. ¿Cuántos tengo? Tengo 720. Yo creo que con eso alcanzo a comprarme los deseos del próximo mes. Créeme que se ocupan mucho. Dejémoslo entre. Empezamos bueno con la misión del segundo día. Hay que recibir a Shinkyu.
You must be visiting from Liyue to participate in the Irodori festival. We'll be your guides and we'll take you onto the island.
No he tocado para nada la cima. Solo que me pongo a verlo.
Huh? Is it Paimon or have we
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Shu from Feiyun Commerce Guild. Aboard this ship we have calligraphers, painters, and even players of Theater Mechanicus. The inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild manager was not interested, we heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Irodori festival. So the guild manager instructed Master and I to take the opportunity to come to Inazuma and investigate the product's...
Oh, speaking of which...
Master, he's,
Whoa! Xingqiu's just sitting there.
It's the traveler in Paimon. I presume you are guests in Inazuma as well? It seems.
Oh,
Le falta vigor a la.
we're actually guides for the Irodori festival.
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here. When I finally realized what time it was, the first... yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our... Huh? That's odd. There was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange.
Ooh, let Paimon have a look.
El esplendor de los 5 Kansen, Aoi no Okira. El esplendor de mi juventud, la decadencia de mi senectud. Forzaron mi mano, mi vida amenazaron. Elijo unos viejos poemas olvidados. Versos que escondo entre mis brazos. No hay razón a esta acción. Culpo al villano de malvado corazón. Un poema dedicado a Kaito, a quien con todo mi pesar se declaró proscrito. Ay, me está dando grito.
It's from the same series as the story we found before.
The story you found before?
Oh yeah, in the warehouse down by the...
Ya, primero que le dicen y... ay, anda. Se supone que lo que no quieren es que se entere Shinkyu de todo el asunto de los pedazos perdidos.
To paint portraits of the 5 Kasen. You know, as part of the Irodori festival. Poetic stories about the 5 Kasen have been hidden in various places nearby. If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the model.
Qué buena forma de poner esto como un concurso.
Hey, it's hard coming up with stuff on the spot like that.
There's a chance of meeting Calx in person?
Sí.
Huh? Oh, yeah. You could say that.
Really? That's wonderful! I knew that Calx would attend the Irodori festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite just a few days later. Word then came that Calx would be busy painting portraits of the 5 Kasen during the festival. It is a most rare opportunity for both Calx and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me. So...
Don't worry, Xingqiu. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Ah, so you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However, the novels are selling quite well in
Eso
Inazuma
suele
with the
pasar
help of
cuando lees
Calx's
un libro y no
beautiful
tienes
illustrations.
la mayoría de los lectores, si no ven algo que les ayude a la
but he also
imaginación de
carries
cómo
out
se
his
ve el
craft with
personaje o las
great
situaciones,
alacrity. I
suelen no
heard that
tener
it took
tan
him
buena
nearly a few
aceptación entre la
hours to
gente.
finish the illustrations for the latest chapter. But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed. His work is truly exquisite.
Sí, todavía tengo
Oh
ahí el
my,
cuadro de
I was
Paimon.
beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart. Quickly now.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Xingqiu's attention and keep the situation under wraps.
Necesito Albedo, sinceramente, para tener un equipo de geo más fuerte. Bien, vamos. A ver cuántos videos nos lleva la historia de este pedazo. Nada, lo hice en la otra cuenta, pero no me dio tan... No me puse a tomar tiempo. De hecho, me la pasé mucho tiempo skipeando.
Who is this accompanying you?
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
No.
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names. Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Xingqiu act this awkward before either.
You guys, it's certainly not good taste. Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Poem hunt?
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kazen? Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your
Me suena
portraits.
que el modelo del tercer día va a ser Arataquito.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Por eso del demonio, que es una criatura de otras tierras.
Oh, I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
If all of you are free, well, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
Oh, well, about that.
Do you have other plans, Xingqiu?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining,
Me puse a pensar, ¿por qué traigo
Shimura's
puestas
unagi
las
chasca is quite
orejeras si
delicious.
estoy escuchándolo
Would
con
you
lo
like
de
to
la
go
tele?
there?
Así que creo que se oye mejor así y es más cómodo porque ya no me sudan las orejas.
Today is a bit windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu Restaurant.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Huh? No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together. Did we say something we weren't supposed to?
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler.
Huh? Xingqiu's suspicious? Hey! What are you two talking about?
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with the previous poem we've...
Read them together? Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person. Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole... No way! That can't be right! Xingqiu only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's Chasuke? Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
Are Are you saying that Shincho has already been in Inazuma for some time? And that he's only pretending he just arrived?
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
But how could Shincho be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do something against his own ideals.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Shincho in person, we've communicated via letters for... I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Oh? Could Shincho be in danger?
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu Restaurant is indoors, it'll be easy for us to... I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom. Good.
Está bien.
Then let's head to Uyu Restaurant.
Y empecemos con el siguiente paso, que es ir al restaurante. ¿Cuál quedará más cerca? Creo que este. Ahora no hubo suerte con las tiradas, pero pues ya habrá más suerte luego. De hecho no quería que saliera, aunque sí me hubiera gustado que perdiéramos el 50-50, así ya tener el 100 asegurado por completo. Es mucho riesgo. Ya llevo 3 50-50 ganados y creo que la próxima vez le diré a mi hijo que sea el que tire. Sushi.
I don't see anyone suspicious around. It's...
Oh, this whole thing's starting to make Paimon up.
First, we must ascertain whether Shincho was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with...
Y todo por esto por nada en realidad. No les haré spoilers. Empezamos la investigación.
Hello there, what can I get?
Hi! Do you have a...
Why, of course. I'd personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past...
So the weather at sea has been...
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here.
Oh, this...
Anoten eso. Estuvo lloviendo durante los últimos días.
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is a...
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a...
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really
Sí,
diligent
claro.
about his style.
No sé si recuerdan la historia de la misión de historia de Shingyu, pero él es conocido por su caligrafía horrible, o sea que tiene una letra peor que la mía, supongo. Y ahí dicen que tiene una letra súper clara.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Shincho be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat? Albedo, what should we talk about when Shincho...
I will try to break the ice by... If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do.
Oh, come to think of it, Shincho mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they look...
Is that so?
Sí, según eso, no se han vendido los...
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.